Thought I was comfortable, I wasn't living comfortably. Yeah, baby, I'm a go-getter, I'll never change.
Want to make an entrance? Don't take a limo. Don't take a sports car. The right way is to go in an army truck conceived during the height of the Cold War. This is the 2019 Mercedes-Benz G-Class, and for the first time in 40 years, it's brand new. This is over-engineering taken to the extreme. Fast, extravagant, capable, and terrifying. Stick with me and I'll show you some of the weirdest details on this $140,000 truck, and if you want to spec your own G-Class, which one Car Gurus recommends. But first, let's go back to 1979. The G stands for Geländewagen, which must be German for destroy everything in sight, because that's what this all-terrain vehicle has done for militaries around the world. They're still in service across NATO, Australia, the Middle East, even Canada. The G-Class has these flat doors, exposed hinges, and gaping body panels not for fun, but because they're cheaper to assemble and easier to fix on the battlefield. It costs a lot more money to form metal into rounded shapes, and it takes a lot more time to fit the panels with care. A decade after the Berlin Wall fell, Mercedes still refused to change the G-Class. But it finally went on sale to Americans in 2002. And we, in this country, nowhere else, turned this uncivilized beast into a status symbol. Believe it or not, almost every part on the 2019 G-Class is brand new. These turn signals, which look like they were pried off your child's school bus, new. The round LED headlights. The roof that's too tall for city parking garages. So is the brush guard. Like the Jeep Wrangler, the less this vehicle changes, the better it gets. The door handles are still Soviet era, so no keyless entry. But listen. Inside. Now this is where it feels all new. The dash looks stunning, like the best industrial architecture. Thick wood, aluminum, soft leather stitched everywhere, even in the corners of each door. The screens, switches, and other interfaces are straight out of other Mercedes models, which in this case is a very good thing. But the G has some unique touches, like these tweeter speakers that echo the shape and position of the turn signals. How about this grab handle sticking out, adorned with more leather and wood? And there are 4 buttons you won't find in any other Mercedes. These 3, which activate 3 locking differentials, and this, low range, which turns the G into a billy goat off-road. But considering the G-Class is all new, the footwells are still very cramped. There's no panoramic moonroof, the back seat isn't roomy, and the stereo still uses the old model's rear speaker placement, so you don't get the great surround sound like you'll experience in other Mercedes. The windshield is raked at such a steep angle that it reflects everything inside, even when you're wearing polarized glasses. Open the cargo door, and be careful. This is really heavy. You got about 38 cubic feet of storage back here, but if you want to hide your groceries and other valuables, this cargo cover doesn't extend all the way to the back. Now watch this. This is a vehicle that weighs nearly 3 tons, yet it accelerates harder than most sports cars. This G550 has the base engine, a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 with 416 horsepower and 450 pound-feet of torque, connected to a 9-speed automatic. The AMG G63 has 577 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque. Good Lord. Now, my G550 doesn't have the optional sport exhaust, but it's still loud in here. That's because the pipes exit out the side, right in front of the rear tires. You can always hear it. Believe it or not, Mercedes really did improve the handling and steering feel. I've tested 2 of these before, a 2011 G550 and a 2016 G63. The new adaptive dampers and the independent front suspension make the G more secure and help it react quicker. But I'm still intimidated driving it. With this kind of acceleration, the G-Class reaches high speeds and then it can't make the next turn. And Mercedes must be pretty worried about it flipping over. If you take a corner too tightly, the stability control slams on the brakes while you're in the corner, and there's no way to disable it. Now regardless, on the highway, it's serene and quiet, even though this is literally a brick flying through the air. And the brakes are really strong. Fuel economy is rated at an EPA estimated no, whatever, I'm getting 13 miles to the gallon. We've tested plenty of Mercedes, and in terms of technology, the G-Class offers pretty much everything they do, except for automatic steering. Mercedes hasn't fitted the latest safety tech that can let the car drive, say, semi-autonomously in traffic. It doesn't have the latest technology you'll find in a new E-Class. Don't even have 360-degree cameras because that brush guard blocks the front camera. You can get it on the G63 because the brush guard is mounted lower on the bumper, but not on the G550. And the rear camera is still blocked a little by the spare tire. But at least Mercedes is looking out for the other drivers on the road. You have to press and hold this button to deactivate the lane keep assist because no one wants 3 tons of Geländewagen coming at their side. On the bright side, you'll find cooled and massaging seats, lots of LED lighting, steering wheel mounted thumb controls that work all sorts of menus on the dash, different dash designs, and animations telling you exactly what you're changing. On the surface, the G-Class isn't a value among SUVs, not even luxury SUVs. It starts at $124,500. But used as designed, the G-Class is incomparable to anything on the market. Let's be real, when you're in the market for a G-Class, style and status are probably outweighing value. Even still, CarGurus recommends a G550 spec'd like our test car at $140,195 with destination. Order the widescreen instrument panel, adaptive dampers, and the exclusive interior package with all the leather. That's $12,000, but if you're spending this much, go the extra 12. And trust me, the G550 is plenty fast, but if you want to drop $150K on a rhinoceros with a rocket on its back, the G63 is yours. The 2019 Mercedes-Benz G-Class is unlike any car we test each week. It's a gas-guzzling brute with more off-road capability than you could ever use. And it's a wonderful indulgence. Everyone from the Pope to Hugo Chavez to Kim Kardashian has owned one. It's hand-built, special, and luxurious. For more details, check out my full G-Class review at cargurus.com and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.